How y'all doing? My name is Josué. So basically, we're gonna be talking about today is a little bit history of Next Level Motors and where we came from the beginning, when we started Next Level Motors. This is Anthony.
I'm glad he introduced me. Yeah, I'm Anthony. It's about to go off without that.
So this started in 2016. We opened up Next Level Motors and Next Level Auto Body, big family. Unfortunately, in 2017, I was incarcerated for about 6 years. And in that time, my partner Anthony was also incarcerated. And that really held us up. But we learned one instrumental into this business was to basically become structured. We learned how to become more successful, going to prison, having a routine. Basically, it's like being in the military. So in that sense, we became really structured in our lives. We learned how to help other people at the same time. We also learned how to be better men because in that situation, once you're incarcerated and you have really no one and you're at one of your lowest points, you really have no other option but to either fail or succeed. There's no in between. So we're champions, we're warriors. We decided to not let that affect us and continue to make millions of dollars while we were in prison. So that being said, I was just released about close to a year ago, I would say like 10, 11 months ago. And we've built all of this since I've been out. Thank God we have good partners. We've had Tony, which is his dad, Ricky, which is our other partner that held everything down while me and Anthony went away for a couple of years. We've been blessed. We're truly blessed. You know, without God, none of this would be possible. So that is how Next Level Motors pretty much started and how we're continuing. We have a good foundation. We're all good businessmen. We continue to do good business only. And I'll let Anthony talk a little bit more about the history of Next Level Motors.
Well, you know, honestly, he touched up on a lot, but one of the biggest things is that you're only as strong as your weakest link. And one of the things we've implemented here is that this is a teamwork. We can't do nothing by ourselves. So, you know, Josué, I look at Josué's work ethic every day. He helps motivate me to keep going harder. I look at my dad every day. I see Ricky. Everybody motivates me in different ways. So that's very big for me. I can't go ahead and be partnered with somebody who's either lazy or I don't see the want to get bigger. So one of the things Next Level is that we don't stop, we're not comfortable, and we want to take it to the top in every aspect. We like to help people in every aspect. This is not only do we get you cars, we're able to get you funding, we're able to change your life. And that's been one of the biggest blessings because I get to put smiles, not me, but the whole team, we get to put smiles on people's faces. And you know, you guys can see the shop. It's been a dream come true. But again, like this is all teamwork. That's one of the things I learned from going through what I went through is that I used to be a type of person, I used to do everything on myself. When I learned that you got to put people in position and actually trust others, and you know, they're going to either work themselves out of the position or work themselves to a better position in the future. And I know the Next Level has a really bright future. We got a lot of big things in the coming, and we're very excited to show you guys. And hopefully all you guys could be a part of it as well because there's plenty of space for everybody. And and so, you know, it's pretty much been a big blessing. I've seen Josué do 6 years, 7 years and come out, and his work ethic is impeccable. So when I see him making all this money, but I see how hungry he is still, not just with money, but his mindset, his exercising, it rubs off. So if anything you guys could take from this as well, is that watch who you got next to you. If they're not pushing you to do better, I know it's so cliche, but if the people next to you, doesn't matter if it's your partner, your family, if they're not pushing you to get better, sometimes you got to separate yourself. And that's the unfortunate truth. It's hard, but the only way to grow is to get like-minded people. But honestly, you can't even be the strongest. I'll say I got multiple businesses, and I'm probably the least smartest person in my business, but we all play different roles, so everybody cannot be the same. And with that being said, I give the flowers to anybody. You know, I'm not here to be the best. I'm just here to make everything work for not just us, but anybody that comes in those doors right now. We're able to go ahead and give them the best service possible because it's just not me. You get to talk to me, my partners, to anybody.
Amen to that. So that being said, we're going to start off by introducing ourselves a little bit more on our daily routine. So being part of Next Level is just not a company. We're building a team of people of individuals that want to succeed in life. Like me personally, we continue to just bring structure to people's life, and we help you become better men, better women in every aspect, just not in your life, but also we all really just motivate each other to be, children of God, most importantly. So after that is all about being in families. Then after that is surrounding yourself with people that are going to just uplift you and be positive in your lives. You don't want negative people to bring you down, because one bad seed could affect that tree. So we're going to go ahead and now break down on ways that we could grow together as a team, meaning that what we have to do to make Next Level Motors succeed is basically bring a lot of good people in that want to go ahead and essentially be investors into our business. Not only investors, but also at the same time grow with us, because, the only way we're going to grow is just manipulating, I would say, credit and having to build your credit and know how to use your credit to get assets. I mean, people have been doing this for ages, buying homes, that's an asset. Buying a car, that's an asset. That's essentially what we want to do. We want to own assets and be able to work your assets with your credit and not have to come out of pocket for anything. So our goal is essentially for you to just build your credit. Once you build your credit, get vehicles, which is our assets, be able to rent them, sell them, pretty much make money just the same way. If you were to buy a home, fix a home, and sell it, it's the same way. It's just a little bit easier to get an auto loan than a home. So a lot of people ask me, hey, look, can you help me get money and capital to build a real estate business? I'm like, look, right now it's really it's a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market. We're not, right now the economy the way it is, and the the inflation is just not worth it. Right now, we're trying to invest money in cars because that's the best asset to own right now. Right now, essentially, it's cheaper to own a car than own a home. And getting a loan right now on a car is better than getting a home loan. I mean, we're just trying to help everybody succeed together with us and build a team, because right now, there's the most repossessions in the United States this year so far. So right now, a lot of the car market has dropped. So the car market has dropped. I mean, compared to 2020 to 2022 and 23, a lot of the prices have really came down. I mean, it's crazy. I came out of prison last year, and you had cars that were $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 MSRP over MSRP, and some cars were even more than $40,000, $50,000 over MSRP. So now that the market is kind of regulating itself and kind of getting back to where the prices of the cars are supposed to be, now you could buy essentially the car for much cheaper and technically buy it for $1 and sell it for $2. I mean, that's really what the goal is. So we have a team that what we do is that we make sure that your funding is right. We make sure that your credit is on point so you can get funded for cars. We get you money to put down towards these vehicles so you don't have to come out of pocket. I mean, we're a one-stop shop. We want to help everybody succeed. Like I said, I came out of prison. I did about, 6 years out of my 7 years. It was tough, and I came out to a strong foundation, strong team, good brothers. We all succeed. We all push each other to be better. Me, myself, I was in prison still making millions of dollars, and not too many people could say that. There was few people that I could say that went to prison and made millions of dollars while they were incarcerated. And I'm one of the people that did do that. And I've just been blessed because I've had a lot of great partners, good people around me, good family, a good wife that supported me for all my 6 years. So I've been blessed. And everybody has the opportunity to succeed if you know how to make your credit work. I mean, it's all about using leverage the bank's money instead of using your own personal money. So that's why we have a credit department that handles all the credit repairs and helps you, basically move on to the next level of your life where you could use your own assets to make income. And that's what we're pretty much at.
And we're actually doing too. We got Joe Boogie. Shout out to Joe Boogie. He coached LeBron James' sons, and he came over here recently. He wants to be affiliated with Next Level with teaching college kids that are in basketball, even high school kids that are in basketball, football, whatever sport. Because A lot of people are they're not teaching you in school how to go ahead and like have your credit on point. Exactly. They're not teaching you how to build it. So there's a whole community of people, and I'm talking about millions of people that don't got the right information when it comes to credit. So something we're putting in order is actually helping the families and the kids like build their credit when they're 18 because they're starting at zero. So there's actually a way to structure it where if you go ahead and listen to us, in a year or two from now, you're gonna be unstoppable because you will have you won't have to hustle in the streets. You won't have to go ahead and resort to any crime, which we already understand that didn't land good for us. So we're actually showing a way to help the community to actually get on the right track, and people could listen to us because we actually been through it, and now we've turned our lives around. So we're actually going to do a lot of big things with Joe. He's going to be bringing in a lot of football players that are going to be making it to the NFL and to the NBA. But what happens is a lot of these kids get there, and now they end up spending $100,000 down payment on a Lambo. They don't put it under their name. They got to drop all the money down to pay off a house. No, we're going to teach them how they could drop 5% on a house, how they could put zero money down to get a Lamborghini, and how essentially we could actually put their parents in a good position to get their own money and not take from the kid. Because now a lot of college kids are signing contracts for $800,000, $1 million, sponsorships. So it's a whole nother ballgame right now. And what happens a lot is when these kids go from high school to college, the parents feel very entitled to whatever they get because they feel like they put all the sacrifice in, which I get it. But you want to have the kid, you need to have the kid understanding how to manage his credit, how to leverage his credit, and then put the family in a position where they can get their own money and start their own business. That's where we come in hand. Because this is just not about cars. This is about a whole lifestyle. And one thing I've understood, even about being in front of the camera, the way we look, the way our fitness is, it just shows our mindset. So a lot of people, even if we don't know it, are actually getting motivated by us because they're seeing what we've gone through. No matter if they don't say it, because sometimes I'll be walking through the mall and I'll get a random, "Hey, Anthony, I saw your video. You're doing great. It helped me out." And I get surprised, but you never know who's watching. So as long as we're being good examples on camera, not only with the way we speak, the way we articulate ourselves, the way we dress, we show what type of individuals we are, and people want hope out here. So one of the best things we do at Next Level is we create hope. Like, there's not anybody you could sit inside of here that we won't go ahead and give you a plan to better your life. So whether it be getting you a car, helping you rent it out, whether it be fixing your credit, whether it be getting you $250,000 of business funding that you didn't even think you could get, $250,000. It's so easy, but you got to know the right information. And luckily, we got all the right information, and we got it all. We basically know how to structure anything. So again, it's not just me, it's my team. So I think Next Level is more about, not just about cars, it's about a lifestyle. It's about bettering your life. And we definitely some strong individuals that are going to stand on our word and make sure we handle everything we say we're going to do.
And for the youth, man, I mean, like I said, I did state prison 6 years, out of my 7-year sentence. And essentially doing illegal stuff or being in the street selling drugs, doing fraud, whatever it is that, kids are doing now, essentially it's only going to end one way. You know what I mean? It's only going to be prison or essentially dying. I mean, that's what it is at that point, So, I mean, it's going to be a negative thing. So we want to help everybody to be able to lead the right way, because there's so much legitimate money out there. There's people that are making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every day, every year, legitimately. You don't have to do anything illegal. I mean, there's so many businesses right now that are up and coming, and you just have to know how to attach yourself to the right people and be around the right people. And yeah, legal money is hard money. I mean, it's not just going to come overnight. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. It's not something that just happens from one day to another. It's going to be a lot of hard work. And I did a lot of illegal stuff back in the days. That's what got me into prison, made millions of dollars doing illegal stuff. And if I had to go back in time, I would just focus on a business and just build it from the ground up, because no one could take it away from you. It's yours. If you're doing something illegal and you're living the wrong life, the government can come and they could take it away from you. They could take everything away from you. And at the end of the day, it's better just to live a better life for yourself and for your family. You want to see your kids grow up. You want to be there for your mom, your dad, if you guys have parents. You guys essentially want to be a good role model for your kids as well for the future. I mean, coming to us and working with us is just helping you build a better life, and it's not going to be easy. There's going to be days that you're going to want to like you're just going to want to just go into bed and cry and just feel like this is the end of the world, but that's what makes you strong. I mean, it's not about all the good times, also about the bad times, learning how to fall down and get right back up. It's like anything in life. I mean, you think Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan because he just was born like that? No, he fell, he kept getting up. I mean, every business, I've had thousands of business, hundreds of businesses, and essentially not all of them prospered. Some of them failed, some of them did generate me money, but as long as you make more money than you lose, that's all that matters, essentially. So our goal as a team is to not just mentor you on how to build and how to make money, but it's also how to build character for yourself and be a better person and just be a better person all around and everything. I mean, being around us is bringing the positivity. You know what I mean? You wanna involve yourself with positive people that, like I said, are gonna bring you to the next level. And that's what we wanna do. We wanna take everybody to the next level, and we wanna help everybody be successful. And it's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna tell you, oh yeah, you're gonna be successful in 2-3 months, because it might take years. It took me years being in prison, sitting down, reading books, knowing what the best next move was for me before I made millions of dollars in prison. And yes, I did make millions of dollars in prison my last year that I was in prison, but I was incarcerated for 6 years. So that means in 5 years, it took me 5 years to analyze the business that I was gonna do and move forward and be successful. And it's gonna take time. So don't think that working with us, you're gonna be a millionaire next year. It doesn't work like that. You know, the goal is to build a relationship, build a foundation, build a structure, and make it happen.
Bro, build a mindset, bro.
Amen.
Because, bro, what is it, bro? Like, how many nights do you get on your phone where it's tiring, bro? Like, this ain't easy. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to lose a lot of sleep. You're going to lose people because you don't got time to be around the small talk. And sometimes some people might take it like if we too big or too arrogant, but it's not the reality. We're just trying to set our family right. But it takes a lot of sacrifice, bro. You know that.
It's a lot of sacrifice. I mean, you just want to surround yourself with the people that are going to be taking you to the next level. And unfortunately, those people that are going to take you to the next level, they probably won't have that much time. So they don't have time for bullshit. They don't have time for all the gossips. It's all about God, your family, and being successful.
And what is one of the things you think is what's like the toughest thing you think it is about really, what is like the biggest sacrifice you think it takes for somebody to really become successful in whatever it is they do? What's the biggest sacrifice they got to do?
The biggest sacrifice you guys have to understand is yourself. You got to be able to put yourself in a situation that is going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's going to make yourself really double guess and be like, hey, look, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to fail? You know, you can't be scared to fall down and fail, because if you can't fail and you can't fall down, you can't essentially really, you know, move forward from that. You know what I mean? So
So you think basically the biggest thing for anybody is the entrepreneur that wants to go ahead and make their own way, they gotta just get a plan and not worry about failing, just go all out.
Go all out. You guys have to learn how to execute plans. I mean, if you put something in your mind, just get it done. I mean, don't procrastinate. Don't put it on your notes for 2-3 weeks from now. If you have to do something, do it the same day, do it the same minute, and get it done. Procrastination is going to be the biggest failure for anybody. You guys have to learn how to just execute a plan right away. And even if you fail, you fail.
I think it's true. I think one of the biggest things is maybe we could do videos like this a lot more often, because a lot of people are just surrounded with people that are going to be negative. And maybe by people even watching our testimony or this type of podcast, they could be like, wow, like it could be a light of positivity, because some people are really in no hope, in a room of darkness all the time, where people are like, they can't do it. And I never knock people that work at McDonald's, Walmart. I don't knock nobody who works nowhere, but I understand it's all a mindset. Yeah. Like anybody could be where they're at. Some people get comfortable, but that's the life they want, so they're not wrong for it. But if you really want to go ahead and fight, you want to make millions of dollars, and you want to be successful, you got to understand it's going to come with a lot more. And it's not easy. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose relationships you think you needed. but they weren't really what you needed. Like, people are not gonna understand you because what is it, the top 1-2%? Because imagine if you're the top 1-2%, how many people you think gonna really understand you when you really going like this? People are gonna call you different names. People are gonna laugh at you. But reality is, one thing I know that everybody wants is hope. And if you talk about there's only 1% of people making it, you talk about 99% of people that really just want hope because it goes up and down. And one of the biggest ways I keep hope is because I know if I don't got it that day, my team has it. So that keeps me comfortable because I push every day. You know my work ethic. I even fasted for 2 days because I saw you did it. So I was like, damn, I was starving. But I was like, I see Josué do it. And he don't know this, but like one of the biggest things before I went into prison, you know, was like, hey, look, I see Josué's doing it. And I talked to him on the phone. He sounded positive. I was like, he could do it. I could do this shit. Excuse my language. But like, he gave me confidence.
You know, I can tell you one thing about Ant, man. Ant's the type of person that he's just like me. So that's what I could relate to him because when I met Ant, he was so lost in certain aspects that, you know, I helped him build his character a little bit stronger because he was around the wrong people. You know what I mean? But Anthony's the type of dude that if he tells you he's going to do it, he's going to get it done. And that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, I want to help everybody around me be successful. I don't want to be the only successful one. That's why I have partners. I mean, there's a lot of people out there in the business world and they don't have partners for a reason. You know, I mean, if you feel like you can't have a partnership, then you're never going to really win because what multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar company do you know doesn't have a COO, CFO, board of directors? I mean, essentially, these are all your partners. You got to learn how to delegate your work and how to build together as a team. If you feel that everybody's going to steal from you or everybody's going to do you wrong, I mean, essentially, you're never going to allow yourself to grow. And like Anthony said, I mean, one thing that I love about Anthony is that his social skills and his networking skills is impeccable. You know what I mean? He has all the right characteristics. I mean, he knows who to talk to. And you know what? At the end of the day, not everybody he talked to might be the best person, but he could at least get them into the table, bring them into the table, and be able to bring a lot of value to the company. I mean, Anthony is, like I said, I mean, you know, he's like a brother to me. We've known each other since we were in high school. And at the end of the day, it's all about growing. You know what I mean? If I could help him grow as a person, not only worth ethic, but just even in like, you know, the dieting, you know what I mean? I'm very, you know, I'm all into health now. Ever since I've been in the prison, I learned, you know, working out was one of the best things that I've been missing out. I went into prison weighing almost 280 pounds. I came out of prison weighing 180. So I lost 100 pounds just because I learned that I had to build a system. And that's something Anthony learned as well. I mean, we were in prison talking to each other on cell phones. I mean, I had a cell phone. He had a cell phone. I went to confinement for a cell phone twice. And, you know, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but, you know, we always wanted to stay in communication and build each other and better each other when we were in prison. I mean, I told him all the things I was doing and all the positive things and told him that I was getting closer to God and working out, putting a set schedule. And I'm not going to say just because you work out, you're going to be more militant than anybody else. But essentially, if you know how to build a routine and execute your routine, you're essentially going to be successful. So if you're a person that's just laying on your ass, eating all day, doing nothing, and you're really not building structure, like your life has to be like if you were in the army, wake up at a certain time, put yourself a schedule, set yourself a routine. If you don't build yourself a routine, you're going to fail. I mean, my calendar is the most important thing. Everybody I know that's in the business world, and I deal with people who have hundreds of millions of dollars, and these guys all have their calendars. I mean, for me to even have a conversation with these guys, I have to book their calendar. I have to be booked in their calendar. They send me a calendar invite, and that's just essentially what you have to get to. I mean, me and Anthony, we're at a point right now that, you know, we're trying to get there. I mean, we're trying to be billionaires. Forget about millionaires. I was a millionaire when I was 22 years old. You know what I mean? So essentially, was I doing it legitimately? No, I wasn't. I was doing illegal stuff. But my mindset is to be a billionaire because I know I could do it. If there's other people that could do it, me, him, anybody else in this room could do it, but we have to execute ourselves and tell yourself that you're gonna do it. Like the same way that I don't want to go wake up early at 9 a.m. to go run 5 miles. Well, guess what? I push myself. It's all about pushing yourself. And if you can't get yourself up to work out for 2-3 hours or dedicate your time or fast for 2-3 days, I mean, essentially you don't have the will. I mean, is it hard? Yeah, it's hard, but everything in life is hard. So you think money's gonna come to you easy? It's not gonna come. I mean, if you wanna live the illegal life, then yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? But you're gonna end up in the same place I was at, or even worse. You could either go to prison or die, because that's essentially what you want. So, you know, for all the youth that is out there, like I said, better yourself, build yourself a team that's gonna be successful, but the right way. You wanna do things the right way.
And let me not act like Josué's only giving me good habits. Because we all know he gave me something we don't want to talk about.
We don't want to talk about those habits.
Trust me, but I've definitely grown out of those habits.
Oh,
so.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Trust me.
I don't think you have. Trust me, I don't think you have.
Maybe a little bit. I got a little bit still there, but I'm still working on it. But, you know, like one of the biggest things, like I had a conversation with my sister today, actually my little sister, and, you know, she's, God bless, she's about to have a baby girl. And she's at a point in her life where, you know, she's still trying to figure herself out and definitely get it. So I try to give her the best suggestion because I don't think I could really give anybody advice. Because me giving somebody advice is me going from my perspective. Everybody has a different perspective on what life is to them, what happiness is. Happiness to other people is not millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has a different happiness. So I understand that it's not, everybody has just a different want. So I talked to her and I told her, she wants to do a few things. One of the main things I told her is this: whatever you do, make sure that you're happy, that you like to do it, and don't just do it for the money. Because yeah, the money's great, but if you're working for the money, you're never gonna get what you think you're looking for. And on top of that, like one of the biggest things I preach to everybody is this: you gotta get your mindset right. You gotta work out. You gotta get structured. You gotta get organized. If you don't work on that and you want to jump straight to the money, it's not gonna happen. You got to work on your mindset, your body, your work ethic, your habits, and then the money comes after that. It automatically comes. You know that.
Amen.
So like, really, like even people in prison, like they're like, oh, I want to do this. You know, the world's constantly evolving. Yeah, I believe you should learn businesses. You can learn things, but you got to work on yourself every day. Because if you work on yourself, you're constantly able to adjust to anything. You're just not at the rental guy. And you're constantly have the ability to adjust and be anything that you want to be.
And Ant, what do you think about business credit? Like, why do you think that someone should essentially put all their eggs in one basket? Meaning, like, instead of putting everything under your personal name, why should you put it on your business instead of your personal? Basically, what is the difference between building your personal credit and your business credit?
Because
what do you think?
First of all, it's less liability.
Amen.
Second of all, it doesn't mess up your debt to income ratio. So let's say you got a $50,000 credit card personal and you use it and you max it out. Now your credit drops to 650, 640. And you got it on the business side, it doesn't even touch your credit. You get what I'm saying? So you're able to go ahead, and most business credit comes with no interest for at least 12 to 18 months. That's the average. So it's like somebody not only handing you some money and telling you get your life started. You know, that's one of the biggest things I think for kids. Instead of going and coming out of high school and hustling, we could teach them how to build a business, get money, and start their own business. Some people are gonna fail, some people are gonna excel. But I think we could make a way better community than, let's say out of 100 people, 5 people make it out of that. That's 5 less individuals out here doing any crime, doing anything that, you know, because at the end of the day, we can't get in the mindset of everybody. People could see us, see our testimony, and a lot of people trust in us and look up to us, even if we don't even know it. So I think we could actually help a lot of people. But the business credit is one of the biggest things because people just use their personal, and it's just not right. It's just
basically take advantage of the business.
Yeah, this world is meant to go ahead and just take advantage of what the businesses have to offer. But you got to use the money correctly. A lot of kids, you give them $200,000, $250,000, they're gonna go ahead and buy some jewelry. They're gonna want to stick out. So, you know, they're gonna want to go ahead and kind of fit in with society. And it's just one of the things I think we could do is we could actually mentor so many people just with these conversations, because this is really like a mentorship. Because people are able to pick our mind, and maybe after they see it, they can inbox us with some questions, and we can answer and just really help people one by one, and have them come over here and take out the dream car, the Maybach, the Range Rover, whatever they want.
All right. So just to wrap it up, pretty much the whole moral of what we're talking about is basically leverage your business credit. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna basically show you guys in the future, and our podcast, we're not going to charge you nothing. Next Level Motor is not charging you nothing. Like, we're not like other dudes that are trying to charge you $10,000 a month membership. No, it's free. Our knowledge is free. Everything is free. The only thing we ask you is be our partners. Be in association with us so we could help you grow. And I'd rather not make $1 up front, but I'd rather make millions of dollars together in the future, because essentially we're investing into you. You know what I mean? And that's what we want to help you. We want to help invest into your future, help invest into your business, and we could all become partners. I feel like essentially that's what we could do. We could help everybody be a good business owner and be able to use their business credit to leverage everything else. Your personal, we want to try to stay away from using your personal credit and build everything on your business. So the business that we build essentially could get millions of dollars in funding for whatever it is that we need to do.
Yeah, if we can make everybody partners with us with the same mindset, I think everybody's going to benefit from it, not just Next Level.
And I personally think not everybody's ready to be a partner. It's going to take time, but as long as you guys are willing to put in that hard work and that time and that effort to learn, I mean, it shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, we're going to go ahead and show you every step that you need to be. You need to be at least at a 720 credit score. Your LLC has to be at least open for 2 years, and if it's not, we need to go ahead and basically get you to that level. So I mean, we're gonna have crash courses. We're gonna show you guys everything is gonna be for free, and if you guys like what we do, we could definitely bring you in, and we could bring you to the next level. And I definitely would want you guys to follow our Instagram. Anthony,
is it Next Level Motors?
Next Level Motors. We have also Next Level Auto Club Miami. We also have my Instagram is Steph _J Moguls.
Mine is @_trust with 2 T's at the end.
And we also have we have our partner Ricky Next Level. We have Manny, Nikki. They have their Instagrams as well, which is Saint Next Level Motors and Manny Next Level Motors. And this is all of our family. I mean, we're all helping each other to build a bigger dream, and that's really much where we're at.
So basically, what you want to make millions of dollars, you got to go ahead and log in, right? Just sign up. We got you, and it's free. We're not charging you.
All right.
Hey, look, if you want to make millions of dollars, just go ahead and watch our videos, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next show.
And if you're not looking to make millions of dollars, then just progress as a person and become a better person, and just learn more stuff about businesses and funding and credit repair, and anything we can help you at. I mean, we have all types of businesses. We're in the car business, we're in the solar business, we're in the real estate business, we're in the music studio business. I mean, we're in any business that you could potentially think of, we're in. And we have good partners, and we just been blessed. So, just let us know, and we're here.
Yeah, look forward to your feedback on this, and see you guys next.
All right.